It is Friday, January 6th in the NBA, and I'm back with my 4 best picks of the day. Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot, and backed by popular demand, our 19,000 subscriber parlay. You see it on the screen. In honor of passing 19,000 subscribers, which I appreciate you guys for doing that, we're doing this parlay, and as always, if it cashes, we're giving away half the winnings to people that are subscribed to our YouTube channel. We're just going to pick a bunch of random ones, and I really like this one. We will talk about it, all the legs, at the end of the video in case you're curious and in case you want a tail. But today, we're going 4 for 4. I think we're cashing this. We've been close in the past. We've cashed 3 out of the 4 legs before. I think we have a good chance. All you got to do is click that subscribe button down below, and we'll give away half the winnings to random subscribers. Now, let's hit 20,000 subscribers today, too. Maybe we'll do another parlay in a couple days. Now, let's do another quick recap. It was a disappointing day in the NBA, a 1-2 day for us. 2 straight losing days, which is honestly just how it is. I mean, we're 27-13 over the past 11 days. I can't complain at all. We're going to have some losing days in there. If you expect us to give away, straight winners every single day and win money every single day, well, sports betting probably isn't for you because it's not possible. But we look at our plays. Randall, he doesn't score for the first 20 minutes, but still gets pretty close to his over. He hits his over in points, but doesn't hit the PRA over. Now, shout out to Evan Fournier. What a game for him. Devin Booker, yeah, he's been placed on the banned list, shooting 5 for 22. He missed a ton of shots out there that I probably could have made. But of course, we cashed in on All Reliable, our 3rd bet of the day. Eric Bledsoe's under, of course. That's what he does. But we're going to bounce back today after back-to-back disappointing days. Continue to do that research. Continue to manage that bankroll. But we're going to get after it today with 4 plays. And let's get into today's slate of games. I'm going to start with my best bet of the day. One of the bets that I think we might be taking for the next couple days. Darius Garland, over 30.5 PRAs, points, rebounds, and assists, minus 115 on DraftKings. If you don't have his PRA line, my first lean is his over in assists and then points. But as you know, or if you don't know, Darius Garland starts at point guard for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Today, they're taking on a Blazers team that, let's be honest, have been getting eaten alive by opposing point guards this season. I mean, did you just see what Trae Young did to them? 56 points and 14 rebounds, or 14 assists. And they've been getting eaten alive, especially via the pick and roll, something the Cavaliers run a ton of with Jared Allen. Now, the Cavaliers, if you talk about them, they're obviously down Colin Sexton. Been down him for a while. He's out for the season. But they just added Ricky Rubio to that list. And really, Darius Garland hasn't played a lot of games with Ricky Rubio completely out. Now, Garland returned last game from health and safety protocols, 27 points, 4 rebounds, and 10 assists. But even bigger, he shot the ball 26 times. And so, shot 9 for 26, a terrible percentage from the field. Still easily cruised past this line with over 41 PRAs. And he had 22 assist chances in that game, which is ridiculous. So, he had even a bigger day if he just knocked down some shots, and his teammates knocked down some shots as well. We'll talk about Garland in the parlay in a little bit even more. Now, Garland is averaging 19.7 points per game, 3.1 rebounds per game, 7.4 assists per game for a total of 30.2 PRAs. Right at this line, if you throw injuries into the equation, you look at it, Garland should be able to cruise past this line like he has done the last 4 games with 41, 34, 36, 32 PRAs, and he's also cashed us in 5 straight games. So I look at it, Garland, like I said, shot 26 times last game, but let's say we reduce that number down to 17. I just picked a random number. 17 field goal attempts, a number he has hit 11 times this season. He's cashed us over in 10 of the 11 games. The one game he didn't, he ended with 29 PRAs. Most of the time, he absolutely crushes this line. Like I said, I think this will be a line we'll be taking advantage of unless they absolutely move it up too high. But I think Darius Garland goes out there, puts up a big performance against the Blazers. Talk about him in a little bit. Now let's move on to another guy to fill up the stat sheet. Guy that does it time in and time again. Dejounte Murray, we're taking us over 35.5 PRAs. If you want my official lean to which one, if you minus 115 on Caesars. Now, if you want my official pick, if I'm going to pick another one, I'm picking assist again in this one because Dejounte Murray returned with a vengeance last game. After a 2-week absence, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 12 assists for 43 PRAs. And now you look at the Spurs team. What did they do after that game? They just chucked a bunch of people on the health and safety protocols list. Now down Derek White, Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, and I already added to Doug McDermott, Thaddeus Young. Lonnie Walker might be the only guy returning today. And so really, there's a lot of opportunities out there for Dejounte Murray, and I think he takes full advantage of it. Murray on the season averaging 18 points per game, 8.4 rebounds per game, and 8.9 assists per game for a total of 35.3 PRAs per game. Right at this line, and Murray, he was on an absolute run earlier this season when he was cruising past this line. Then he went into a weird shooting slump, but I think he gets back into it today because they need him to shoot the ball against the Sixers team. Now, Murray has hit this over in 4 of his past 5 games. So a pretty good track record, taking 16 plus field goal attempts in all 5 of those games. The lone miss, a game against the Lakers, he shot 3 for 16 from the field, which is going to happen. But the Sixers are fresh off giving 26 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists to Cole Anthony. They saw James Harden a couple days ago. He had a 33-point triple-double. And I just think Dejounte Murray do a big workload today. He's going to have the ball in his hands a ton today. And I really like him for a shorthanded Spurs team. Against the Sixers team, I'm not necessarily too concerned about them blowing them out. But we'll see exactly how they do. The Spurs are normally a pretty good team at, keeping games close. Hopefully they have been blown out against the Sixers in the past, but I have faith in the Spurs to keep it down. And I think they'll see Dejounte Murray cruise over this line. Now, moving on to my next play of the day, Josh Giddey over 15.5 rebounds plus assists plus 100 on DraftKings. Another guy that will be in the parlay, so we'll talk about him in a second. But Giddey up because the Thunder rookie has been ridiculous this season. He's been playing really well, especially over his past 3 games. And here are his stats over those last 3 games, just rebounds and assist-wise, because that's all we care about today. If I had to pick one, I'd take his rebounds. I mean, come on, you'll see him in the parlay. There's a reason I have his rebounds in the parlay. 15 rebounds and 6 assists. 13 rebounds and 14 assists, and 10 rebounds and 10 assists. So easily cruising past this line with 21, 27, and 20 rebounds and assists the last 3 games. But even bigger than that are his assist and rebound chances, because over those last 3 games he's played, he's averaged over 14.7 potential assists and 16.7 rebound chances. So a total of 31.4 rebounds plus assist chances, and all we need is 16 of them today to cash plus money. Sign me up. The Thunder rookie's been ridiculous. And they're playing against a team in the Timberwolves they just played a couple nights ago, and he had 15 rebounds and 6 assists. Granted, now you see why his rebounds over is in the parlay. In that game, he had 14 assist chances and 20 rebound chances. So 34 combined rebounds plus assist chances. And I think you saw him pile up the rebounds, and I think he'll continue to do that today. But I think he's due for some positive regression in the assist category. Something he had 14 assist chances, but only had 6 assists. So I think he can get that done. Now, over this 3-game span, the only other player that's averaging double-digit rebound opportunities, Isaiah Roby. Well, sadly, Isaiah Roby is out today. So they also are out Derek Favors, and they're really just relying on Giddey to get the rebounds and push the ball up the court, pass it to his teammates, something that Giddey is great at doing. So I'm all in on the Thunder rookie, and I'll be taking his over. Giddey up, my friend. We're relying on you, Josh Giddey. Now, here comes my final play, and we'll likely add some more as the day goes on. We'll add them on Twitter and in the comments section down below. But here it is, the man that needs no introduction. It is the Greek Freak, and that is why we're riding with. We tried to take his prop a couple days ago, taking Giannis over 29.5 points, minus 110 on DraftKings. 30.5 is fine. His PRA line's fine, and we'll talk about him in a second. But this is the line, we look at, I'm taking all overs right now. That's because I don't like to take unders so early on in the day as we record this video at 7 a.m. I don't want to take a lot of unders because next thing you know, a couple guys get ruled out, and boom, you're down, and that number that I got in the morning is now 3 points higher. So we might add some unders as the day goes on. I'll let you guys know down below. But I tried to take Giannis a couple days ago, and he said, I don't feel like playing, and was ill. So I think he is back today, and today he is probable, and I imagine he suits up in a big matchup against the Brooklyn Nets. Now, these 2 teams obviously have a lot of history against each other. The Bucks gave them the boot out of the playoffs, and granted, that wasn't a fully healthy Brooklyn Nets team. Neither will today be, as they are down, obviously, Kyrie Irving. It's a home game for the Brooklyn Nets. Kyrie will not be there. Now, look at Giannis, a great track record versus the Nets, because in the whole calendar year of 2021, he scored 30-plus points in 10 of his 11 matchups versus the Nets. Obviously, 7 of them coming in the postseason, but he scored 30-plus points in all 4 matchups in the regular season, including 1 matchup this season when he shot 24 times and scored easily over this number in a blowout victory over the Nets. Now, I imagine we get a similar output from Giannis today in terms of 20-plus shot attempts. And this is a team that is going to be without Drew Holiday now. He just got added to health and safety protocols. Already out Grayson Allen, Pat Connaughton, Brook Lopez, George Hill, Dante DiVincenzo. The list goes on. So really, it's just Giannis out there, Chris Middleton, and Bobby Portis, and maybe Jordan Nwora. Maybe he has a decent game. But still, Giannis should be aggressive early with the shorthanded Bucks team. He scored 30-plus points in 3 straight games as a whole, and all those games came against inferior opponents like the Orlando Magic, New Orleans Pelicans, Detroit Pistons. And no offense to those teams, but Giannis normally wakes up and wants to try a little bit harder against the bigger teams like the Brooklyn Nets. I see him getting at least over 20 field goal attempts today, and Giannis has shot 20-plus times in 12 games this season. He's hit the over in 9 of those 12 games. I just imagine Brooklyn. They've been decent defensively, but Nicholas Claxton can't guard him. Neither can LaMarcus Aldridge, Blake Griffin, whoever they want to chuck on him, Kevin Durant. You guys can't stop the Greek Freak once he gets in transition, and he'll be doing that time and time again. He'll be coming downhill at you. And then I say, good luck to you. So, Giannis, this is a game on ESPN. I think Giannis, the Greek Freak, steps up and plays out in a big way. Now, let's talk about the parlay now. That's the reason you guys are here. Got some degenerates that are asking for parlays, so I'm going to give you this one, but I do not recommend playing parlays. They're not very profitable. I think their rate of return is like negative 30%. So I can go on a full tangent on that, but we'll talk about this parlay, which is where we're giving away half the winnings to our subscribers. First leg, Dejounte Murray, 10 plus assists. Like I said, he averaged 22, I believe 19 or 22 assist chances in his last game. He's averaging 19 assist chances per game on the season. It's a shorthanded Spurs team. He's at 10 plus assists in 3 straight games. Very capable and willing passer, and I think he can get this done for us. And you'll see I'm doing this parlay on FanDuel, so we're adding some 2-win categories of player performance doubles on some of the legs. If you want a tail and you don't have FanDuel account, you can just take the regular line, like the next one, Josh Giddey, 12 plus rebound. I love, if you want to take 10 plus to get a little bit less odds, but a better chance of cashing, go for it. But I think 12 plus rebounds is perfectly capable. You look at Giddey, he's done it in 2 straight games, including against today's matchup against the Timberwolves, where he had 15 rebounds. Like I said earlier, 20 rebound chances in the last game against the Timberwolves. No Isaiah Roby. I think Giddey can get it done for us in this leg of the parlay. The next one, Nikola Jokic, a triple-double and a win. Now, the regular triple-double alone, no win, is plus 190, but I'm throwing on the win to get to plus 300. I think if we look at he gets a triple-double, they're probably going to win more often than not. Jokic is coming off a game where he did this exact same thing. He had a triple-double. He has a great track record against teams like the Kings, and I think he can easily get the 10-plus assists today. And as the Kings, let's be honest, they don't play any defense. And so Jokic, once he gets one triple-double going, he normally starts to rain off a couple more. And if you look at it, against the Kings, he's had a triple-double in 2 of the last 3 games versus them. And the one game he missed, he only had 8 rebounds, so it wasn't the assists. And I would be willing to bet he'll get 10-plus rebounds today. This is a guy that averages well over 13.5. That's his normal line. And that is, some books have 14.5. The Kings giving up a ton of rebounds. I think Jokic dominates today and will take his triple-double plus the win. The final leg, the best bet of the day, Darius Garland, double-double and a win. Cavs are 5-point favorites. I think they can get the W today against the Blazers. You obviously know I'm all in on Darius Garland. He's our best bet of the day. He had 19 assist chances in the last game, and he's not a guy that doesn't get double-doubles. He gets these all the time. I think he can do it against this Blazers team, which they would have given up a double-double, obviously, to Trae Young. Easily gave that up, and they would have given one up to Kyle Lowry if he wasn't ejected in the first half when he had 9 assists in the first half with a couple minutes remaining. So that's simple. The payout's over $19,000 because it's for 19,000 subscribers. I appreciate all the people that are subscribing to the channel. Maybe we can get 20,000 subscribers today, maybe over the weekend. We'll see exactly how we can do. I appreciate all the people joining the community. Like I said, if it cashes, we're giving away half the winnings to people that are subscribed to our channel. We'll pick a bunch of random people. So good luck. Let me know your favorite plays down below in the description for the NBA. If I add any extra plays as the day goes on, of course, I'll let you guys know in the pinned comment section down below. This has been Austin, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.